Hi everyone, come with me and publish your journal notebook. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to create a journal notebook using Canva and publishing it in KDP. So if you follow along with me in step by step throughout this video, by the end of this video, you will be a published low content author. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you'll want to do is go to KDP Print Cover Calculator and Templates so that you can get the size and the download template for your book cover. I have the link down below for you. So we're going to go to binding type. We're going to do paperback. Interior type, we'll just do black and white. Paper type, we'll stick with white. Page turn direction, left to right. And then measurement units, we'll inches, and then interior trim size. So we will do a 7.5 by 9.25 inches. And since it's a journal, we'll just do 100 pages. That's about normal. And then we click calculate the dimensions. So this is what's going to come up for us. It'll show us the dimensions here that we need to use to create our cover. We can actually download a template right here. So when we download the template, and I've actually already downloaded it. So when you download the template, it's actually going to come up to a zipped file. And when you have a zipped file, you'll have 3 files inside of it when you open it up. You want to open up the one that has PNG file. So when you open up the PNG file, this is the file that it's going to open up. This is what you're going to want to put right here. You're going to want to put this number right here in Canva. So this is how we are creating our cover. So let me show you how this works. Okay, so here in Canva, we're going to go up to create a design, down to custom size, and then we're going to put in the size that was on our template that we downloaded. So 15.498 and 9.5. And then we want to make sure this is changed to inches. And then it changed it. So 15.498 to 9 by 5. Okay, so we got inches right there. Create a new design. Okay, so when you have downloaded your cover template, I like to put it over here and upload it into Canva. This way I'm working off of this, so I know I use this as kind of a template in Canva when I am creating my cover. All right, so I've got this fully pulled out here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create the background. So I'll just get a different color here. Just kind of pull this out. And let's see, I'll change it to a light gray. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the transparency and pull it down just a little bit so we can see the background here of our template. Okay. So from here, well, all you need to do is this is just the creative part. You're going in and you're just going to go and put all kinds of elements of whatever it is you're choosing. For me, I like stick with puppies. So I'm going to find different things about puppies. So that's what you can do. And I'm going to do that real quick while you are working on designing your cover. Okay, so I did kind of a simple design here. You see here at the bottom, I've got flowers, and it is going to, if you see right here, the barcode is right here. The barcode is actually going to cover up some of these flowers right here once it gets put on there. So that's fine. But if you have a design on there that you don't want covered up, then you want to kind of keep that in mind because that's where your barcode is going to be, and it's going to cover up anything that's down here at the bottom. This is a picture of one of my main characters in one of my books, so I just put him right there on the front. And I also have a logo, so if you have a logo, anything like that, if you want to put on your book, you can. I'm just going to kind of fix this over here in the back. Just going to put it over here somewhere. There we go. Now, one of the rules that you have to have on KDP is a title. So I'm going to come over here to Elements, do Shapes. come over here with that one for work. Let's see, change the color. Okay. And I'm going to look for the text. We'll just go with this text, that'll work. And then we'll kind of size it down to fit. Let's put it part out. So just whatever it is you're wanting to title your composition book. So my character's name is Moby, so I'm going to just name this Moby's Journal. I'm going to add a little below it. All right, I'm just going to kind of decorate it up here on the sides. There we go, we'll use these. Now these are Pro, and if you don't have Pro, then you will have to, you can just look on here for anything that does not say the Pro. Like these are here, these are free. So anything on here that doesn't have Pro, if you do not have that. I'll just put some over here on the other side. All right, now one more thing I want to do is I want to kind of just decorate up the spine here a little bit. So, all right, so we'll come over here, we'll find a line, and we'll turn it. There we go. And it kind of, as you see, it's pretty much perfect right there. It's fitting our spine here. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. All right. And let's see, what color do we want that? Let's change that color just a little bit. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this right here. So we're going to come over here to transparency. We're going to turn it back up. And this is what our cover would look like right here. So we see we got the spine. And okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and we're going to print it. So we're to share, go to download, and you want to go to PDF for print. So we're going to click PDF for print. Okay, that looks good. Download. All right, so now we've got that going. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is get the sizing and the trim ready for the inside of your book. So this is where you're wanting to go. I have the link down below as well. KDP set, trim, size, bleed, and margins. So we're going to scroll down. And this is, it's going to show you right here if you want to see bleed or no bleed. You'll see right here on the left is no bleed and right here on the right is bleed. And I'm going to do bleed, but this is just showing you the difference so you can see which one it is you're wanting. All right, so these are the examples of the page sizes. So we are doing the 7.5 by 9.25. So we see that pages with bleed this is what we're going to need to do for the inside of our book here. So this is the size that we're going to put in Canva is the 7.625 by 9.5. So let's go down one more thing here. So we are doing 100 pages. So we need to take a look at the margins. So when we set up our design page, so we see all the way over here, outside margins for bleed need to be 0.375. So we see that this is what our margin is, and this is what our page needs to be set up as, is 7.625 by 9.5. So let's go back into Canva. All right, so we're going to create another new design now, custom size, 7.65. by 9.5. Is that what it was? Let's just double check. 7.625 by 9.5. 25 by 9.5. Make sure it still says inches. Create design. All right, so coming back over here, we want to double check our margins one more time. And this is just helping us to make sure that what we are doing is not going to go outside of our margins. So 0.375 is what we are looking at. All right, so right here is what we're going to do. We are going to create our margins just by pulling this little purple line over. All right, so here's the front. Wait. It's really hard to get it exact. So if you're just a tad over, it's okay. There we go, 3.8. Well, I was at it. There we go. There, we'll stick with that. Okay, we'll pull this one down. Okay. So it's a little better to be a little over than under. And we'll pull this over here so we can do our margin over here on this side. Okay. All right, so now we're just going to do lined paper on in the middle here. So we're going to come over here to elements. We'll go to line. And we'll just kind of bring this over here. Make sure you come over here and make sure that the line is as low as you want it to be and the weight is as small as you want it to be. Okay, and you can even come over here to transparency and kind of lighten that line up a little bit so it's not quite so dark. Okay, so I'm going to copy this 25 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, so now I've got all my lines and I'm going to come over and just do position, tidy it up. So now I've got all my lines right there. I'm going to kind of scoot them over here in the middle. Pull it up to about right there and duplicated it and pull another one right down below it. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to come over here and make these just a little lighter. Pull the transparency down just a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'm going to make it huge and add elements. So let's add some all prints. No. There we go. I'd rather add these. These are cute. Let's see. I'm going to add in a puppy. I'll put it right here. Just kind of pull this out. And I'm going to take out the background so we don't have the background in there. So edit the image. All right, so I've got my cute little main character puppy that I'm going to put down here at the very bottom. Now, the only thing is it's going to be black and white. So we don't want to pay for the color because that'll make our cost go up. So let's edit the image. Pull the saturation down. And let's put a paw up here at the top. We'll turn it this way, a little smaller. There we go. And you could bleed off the page. And let's make that gray. I'm going to make the paw prints down here gray. All right. So that's our page. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's got a little bit of elements there and cuteness to it. So let's go down here to the grid view. All right. So like I said, we want to make 100 of these. So let's hit Control C and Control V. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we're going to go ahead and copy all of them. Control C, and we'll do this till we get to 100. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. All right, let's see if we've got all 100. And we do. All right, so I think that looks pretty cute. All right, so let's go ahead and go with that. So once you have your sheets already all done, just like before, we're going to go over here to Share, Download, and we want to do PDF to print, and then Download. All right, so now it's time to publish our book. Okay, so you want to go into Kindle Direct Publishing. If you haven't already created an account, you can do that. I usually just use my regular Amazon account, and then you'll just sign in, and this will be the page that'll open up for you. So we're going to hit Create, and we're going to create a paperback. And we're just going to do English. And the book title that we named it on there, and then the subtitle is what you can put in here. So I put Moby's Journal. We'll put Moby's Journal. Composition, a notebook for kids. Oh, 100 pages. Okay. And this is not part of a series, and we don't have an edition number. Author name, I always just put in my name, but you can put in your name, you can put in a pen name. Just make sure you're not doing any infringing on any copyrights there. Okay, so contributors, we don't have anybody else doing this with us. So description, so we'll just put in a quick description of what our book is. All right, so I like to put in specifications, and we'll just do a little bulleted. So just letting everybody know this is a composition book. It's 100 pages, and it's 7 by 5 by 9.25 by 1.25 inches. Right. So I own the rights to this. So we do own the rights to this, copyrights to this publishing. All right, so keywords. This is where you're going to want to kind of, there's a lot of different ways that you can do keywords, but let me show you one of the quickest ways that you can look at keywords to make sure that you are optimizing your search results. Okay, so a quick, easy way to find keywords is to go into Amazon and go into the search bar. So I'm going to put in cute puppy notebooks for kids. And this is what you're looking for is the search results. So we have 823, so that's pretty good. So you have a good chance of getting seen because some of the more popular ones are 50, 60,000 search results. So we're going to go ahead and put cute puppy notebooks for kids in here as one of ours. Let's see what else we can find. Let's see if oh, so that's 100,000. So chances of getting seen there is not going to be as good. So we're not going to go with that one. That one's 1,000, so that's not bad. So let's do puppy notebooks for kids. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and put in my character. And then I am the $5 author. Okay, so just if you have a specific title or whatnot that you want to put in there, these are just different ways that you can, your book will come up when your keywords are put into Amazon. All right, so searching for categories. So we need to put in at least 2 categories. So juvenile nonfiction. So let's just go ahead and click on juvenile nonfiction. It is for children. We'll click on animals. And I've got dogs on my book, so I'll click on dogs. So you can go through here and see what all is in here that you have. Okay, and then I'm going to click on language arts. And we'll do journal writing. Okay, so we've got juvenile nonfiction, animals and dogs, juvenile nonfiction, language arts, and journal writing. All right, click save. And this is a low content book because it's a journal, notebook, or a planner. Does this book contain language situations for children 18 years of age or younger? No, it does not. It is not inappropriate for younger children. It is actually for younger children. All right, so click save and continue. Okay, so we are going to publish without an ISBN. If you have your own ISBN, you want to use that, you can. I always set my publication date to the day that we are on. And then we're going to do black and white interior. And we do need to change this because we picked the 7.5 by 9.25. And then we do want to change the bleed. And we're going to do matte. Glossy is usually pretty good if, you know, you've got maybe like a black cover or something and it helps to keep fingerprints, to not show fingerprints. But I'm just going to do the matte for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and upload our manuscript, which is the lined paper that we created, the 100 pages. So, and this does take a minute. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we created our own cover. So we're going to click on uploading the cover that we created. So upload your cover file. Okay. And our cover does not include a barcode. So now we are going to preview it. Okay, so here is our cover. That looks pretty good. And we can see what our spine is going to look like right here. I like that. That's really nice. I like that. Okay, so we can click right here. We can see what the inside looks like. Right, and then there's really no need for me to continue to click all the way through here because all the pages are the same. There are 100 pages of this. So I like that. I think that's pretty good. We will go ahead and go with that. So we'll click approve. Otherwise, if we didn't want to, we could exit out and we could go back and change anything we wanted to change. But we're going to go ahead and go with that. So we're going to click approve. All right, so now we're going to scroll all the way down. We've got our cover here that we have approved. So now it's going to tell us this is what it's going to cost to print our book, $2.15. Okay, so we're going to click save and continue. Okay, so we want to keep this selected here for worldwide, all territories. Choosing your location, we're going to just keep it at Amazon, but you can choose where, depending on where you are, but I'm going to leave this Amazon US based. Okay, so it's going to show us right here how much we have a minimum of to set our price at. So it's a minimum of $3.58 and a max of $2.50. I don't think we're going to be able to sell this book for $250. And so that we can choose how we want to set this price. So if we set it at $5, you'll see we make 85 cents. So if we want to set it at $5.50, you can see we make $1.15. Let's see, so I'm just going to set it at $5. The lower you make your price, even though you don't make a whole lot, it is a lot more appealing to the customer. So that's up to you how you want to set it. And if you want to change it by country, you can, but it automatically changes it by country for you. Okay, so then we're going to go down. Now, it can take up to 72 hours for you to get it back and for it to be published onto Amazon. So within 72 hours, it will be on Amazon for you. You can request a proof, but since this is just a journal, we're just going to go ahead and send it straight out to Amazon once they have approved it. So, all right, so now we're going to click Publish Your Paperback Book. And there we go. It is now published, and like I said, within 72 hours, as it says right here, it will be available for purchase on Amazon. So congratulations, you are now a published author. If this was helpful for you, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you, everyone.